Hello everyone, welcome back in. Love to you all. I'm going to do the first of a whole little series of picker cards that's coming up. Last week, people have been asking me for readings, saying they just need direction and they're really battling with the time and space that they're in right now. So I'm going to be doing two picker cards, two option piles, just not to make it too complicated. So when you come in here, you'll be able to choose between pile one or pile two, or left or right. And the spread I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do a spread. So there's going to be a 3-card spread, and the first card is going to be what can help you cope with the fear. So how are you feeling right now? I'm going to do a card for that. What can help you cope with the fear? What is standing in your way, and one thing you can do to move past this fear and to get to the direction you want to get to. I think that's where everybody's a little bit stuck at the moment. They've identified how they're feeling. We all know that what is holding us back. We sort of all know how stuck we feel, and yeah, it's a hard. Johnny blew my candle out there with that big sigh. But I don't want to make it doom and gloom. This is a positive place to come. This is an inspirational picker card. I'm going to be using the Prairie Majestic Oracle because, I mean, if you look at these cards, they are just fantastic. They've got the most positivity ever I've seen in an Oracle card. And there's so much wisdom in here and some guidance that we can get ourselves through. So I'll pick pile one of these, or pile two. That's the first card. And then I'm going to be using the Wake Me Up Tarot. It's quite a modern deck, which is going to be perfect for complementing our space that we're in right now. Then I'll end off with an Angel Whispers card. And I think it'll be enough information for whatever comes through with the guides. And remember, this is channeled through my guides into you. And if you're here, you're brought here for a reason. And your guides connect with mine in order to bring you messages that come through on either pile that you choose. If you see a little symbol that makes sense to you, then go with that. If it doesn't, then try the other pile. But you're here for a reason, and let's see what comes up for you. And remember, if nothing resonates for you, that's okay. You're here for a reason. There must be something coming up for you that will resonate soon enough. So settle down, grab something to drink. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it is so hot, so grab some water. If you're in the northern hemisphere, grab your cuppa and come and sit, and we will chat. See you in your pile. Well, I'm actually going to do the pick a pile soon, but this is just the intro, so I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, I've decided to actually add some charms to the pick piles as well, just to make it a little bit more interesting for you. So let's do our piles. Right, Spirit, I'm going to be doing a pick a pile today to look for direction. Looking for direction, pick a pile. What does pile one need to know today? What does pile one need to know? Using that one, we've got swim. And then pile two, we're looking for pile twos, looking for direction. Who and what does pile two need to navigate through? Let's have a look there. And we've got map. Which course takes me home? So now let's put these aside and let's draw you a little charm to go with that. Swim. I am following through metamorphosis, leopard frog. I am flowing. Goodness me, Tracy. I am flowing through a metamorphosis, leopard frog. Swim. So what little charm can go with pile one? Goodness me, that all fell out. Let's put them all back in. What little pile, what charm goes with pile one for leopard frog? And you got a little moon. It's tiny. I don't know if you can see it. I'm actually going to draw another one. It's a star and a moon. Oh, I can really feel what's happening with that. Let's draw another charm. Leopard frog swim. What else can we put with that? We've got 2 hearts. And then with map, compass, plant. Which course takes me home? The map, compass map. And you've got life is a gift, charm 1. How does pile 2 compass their way home? And you've got, what is that? It's like a little ring light. I quite like that. I actually feel like I'm going to draw another charm for pile 2. and you got the infinity sign. So there you go. Those are your piles 1 and 2. Choose yours, and I'll see you in your reading. Hello, pile 1. So I've put your charms on my little flower eraser just so you can see them closer. You've got a little star and a sickle moon. It's like a crescent moon. And then you've got a double heart. And then your card, gosh, they really are quite fiddly. Your card is swim. I am flowing through metamorphosis. Leopard frog, swim. So we know that frogs live in and out water. They start off as tadpoles in the water, and they need that water to survive in order to grow into a frog. So this, for me, the direction that you're going into, you're flowing through a metamorphosis. There's a big change happening for you right now. And what you need to do, just keep on swimming. Pile 1, just keep on swimming. And you know, leopard frogs, to me, leopard, there's that saying, leopard never changes its spots. And this little froggy is sitting there with these spots on him. He doesn't have a choice with these spots. He cannot change them. They are who he is. So in order for you to change through into your next section, accept the parts of you that you cannot change. Let's see what else comes up for you. I really like that. And the fact that you've got a double heart here is, again, accepting that part of you that you're that higher self, that inner part of you. And then this crescent moon usually means the beginning, a start, a new start. It's after the new moon, it crescents, and it needs to get into the manifesting stage. So you definitely are, pile 1, you are definitely going through a change, and this resonates so much with what we are doing for you today. So I'm going to be doing a spread, and I've got 3 questions, but the first question, I just want to see what you're feeling right now. So the first card is going to be pile 1. How are you feeling right now? If you're going through a metamorphosis change, how are you feeling right now? What is happening in your life, pile 1? Let's see if this resonates for you. So pile 1, angel, spirits, guides. What is pile 1 feeling? God, my eyes are closed, so I actually didn't see that go over. I was putting my attention into the cards. So pile 1, angel, spirits, guides, and my guides. How's pile 1 feeling right now? I'm actually going to take that one. Gosh, I'm not really shuffling very well, am I? So that is your pile 1 card and position 1. And what can help you cope with the fear? With this fear of change that you're going through, what can help you cope with the fear? Actually, I want to see what your pile 1 says. Oh, wow. So you got the Hangman, which is the 12th card of the Major Arcana. And there's a lady here, even though it's called the Hanged Man, she is looking at life in a different perspective, which is very good. That is very, very good. I like that. So sometimes that can bring a little bit of, whoa, I'm upside down. What is happening in my life? And you can see the whole room is upside down, and she is actually facing in a different perspective. So what can help you through this fear to help you cope? What can help you through this fear to help you cope? Angel, spirits, guides, what can help pile 1 through this fear of this change and this looking at things differently? We've got this card here, and we've got 9 of Pentacles. Okay, and then your last card is one thing that you can do. So no, I'm lying. Card 2 is what's standing in your way of moving forward. What is standing in your way of moving forward? So pile 1, you've got the Hanged Man of how you are right now. You've got the 9 of Pentacles, which is what can help you cope. And if you see how she is sitting there quite happily placed in her life right now. She's got to this place. She's been at a spa. She might be an entrepreneur. Look at all products in the background. She's actually got all of her pentacles aligned on the wall, which are her accolades. And you've got her having a break, having a cup of tea, and contemplating how far she's got. Now, this it's putting you into the fact that you need to sit and realize how far you've come in life, what you've achieved, and look at your accomplishments. Even though they might not be material, you might be in a spot in life where you can actually sit back and go, you know what, I actually have had an influence in my child's life. I've had an influence in my parents' life. I've had an influence in my job. I might have been an absolute perfect person in my job, but you don't have the accolades because you think that it isn't paying you. So this card can also mean too is that what can help you cope with the fear is that you don't have anybody to share this with, and that is not good, pile one, because you can't be in a state like this. It doesn't mean anything to you if you haven't got something to share, somebody to share all this with. And when I say that, I don't mean a partner, I mean life. You might be sitting at home and really contemplating life in the way that is dark for you and miserable and full of fear, because you aren't sharing anything with them. So let's see how far we can go with this. So what is standing in the way of you moving forward? What is standing in the way of you moving forward? And you got the Hermit. So this tells me that you are doing this much too often, and it actually feeds in with what came through now. Absolutely feeds in with what came through now. Let's carry on. Your last card is one thing that you can do today to begin moving in the direction that you want to go. What is one thing that pile one can do today to move in the direction that they want to go? You got 5 of Wands. I'm not going to end it off on that. I'm not going to end it off on that, but let's just see. Let's just see. I always look at the bottom of the deck as well. So in your piles, I don't know when I got up to. My dog was barking because of the helper in the garden. So I don't know where I got up to. But what I want to say to you now is that I'm doing the spread now with different positions for you, pile one. And so you're feeling low right now. Okay, this is why you've come to this prompt. It's looking for direction spread. And the first prompt is, what can help you cope with the fear? The second one is, what is actually standing in the way of me moving forward? And then the third one is, this card represents what I really want to work towards. And the fourth one is, one thing I can do today to begin moving in the direction that I want to go. And then your bottom of the deck, you got the Chariot. So you got the you got the 12, which is the 12th card of the major arcana, the Hanged Man. And in this position of, I'm feeling low right now, what can help me cope with the fear? This card is saying that you need to take this time right now. You've come here and you've sat with me and you're having a chat or a virtual chat with me online, and you need to actually see things differently. So the Hangman is all about that. The Hangman is actually taking a different perspective on your life, taking a deep breath, and when you step back from any situation in life, when you see something differently, you often get a different perspective of how you can move forward. Because the Hangman here in this picture, you can see she's lying on her bed. I don't know if that's the bed or the floor, and everything is upside. Actually, no, she's on the ceiling. She's actually on the ceiling. There's her bed. She's looking at life from a different perspective. And, you know, often they say when you're having maybe a bad day or an altercation with somebody, when you leave the situation completely and you walk away from it and you go for a walk or you go for a drive, you come back and that definitely looks differently from when you left. Your mood has changed a little bit. Your perspective of how the situation is towards you is exactly like that. Now, I know in life you can't just look at things differently and everything's hunky-dory, because you're in this space, you're needing direction for a reason. But what Spirit is saying to you, what your guides are saying to you, you're here because you've forgotten how to do this. You are so stuck in that deep down fear that you're swimming for your life. You're not actually sure how to get past this and take yourself out of it. And the next card is, what is standing in the way for me moving forward? Now, what is standing in the way? You've got the Nine of Pentacles here. And the Nine of Pentacles is usually a card about reaching your goals and reaching a place where you completely satisfied with life. I mean, if you look at this lady, she's sitting on the couch here. She's having a cup of tea in her spa gown. All her products are selling. There are her accolades on the wall. And she's sitting, taking 5 seconds or maybe even 5 minutes to just take it all in and remember who she is and what she's done. So what is standing in the way of you moving forward? You are not remembering what you're actually capable of. You're not remembering how you have got to this place that you have because of you. I mean, you've probably done things in your life that you don't even realize are sort of all attained to you, all because of you. Bringing up children, running a home, getting in your car in the morning and driving to work. You took that license. You made that step to be able to drive. Getting up in the morning and taking public transport. You've actually made the decision to run your life over. It may all seem like a routine to you, but you're getting places in your life because of you, not because of anybody else. And if you're in this dark place and you ask yourself, what is the way of you moving forward? Is you've forgotten who you are. You've forgotten how powerful you are. You've forgotten where you've come from and what you've done and how you've got to where you are today. That is because of this hangman card. Because you need to take that time and actually sit with yourself and say, my gosh, how could I have got to the place I am without being powerful, or without being resilient, without waking up every day and saying, you know what, the power's in me. And you've been given this life. You're breathing right now, and you need to remember that you are shining anyway. It might not feel like it. It might feel like you've got no direction because you are such a dark place. But your presence is important. And, we all face challenges, and we all have to let go of things, and we have to come to terms with things. And if you don't detox that way of thinking, if you don't take time out to detox that and let go of things, you're not creating a space for the next part of your life. And especially with this new card, this next card, this card represents what I really want to work towards. And if you look at this card here, it's the Hermit card. And he is sitting completely in balance with himself. You can see the little color behind him in the shadow. His heart center is glowing. So this is a very balanced card. You can see the cycles of the moon behind. And this person is in a place that you're wanting to get to. You want to get to a place that you want to work towards, where you are at peace with everything, where you don't have to wake up and worry about anything, where you can be completely at peace with the person that you are. And how do you get there? Is that you have that almost like a star presence in yourself, where you know that the cycles are going to make you stronger. You remember that you can energetically get past through this. You don't have to have material things to help you right now. Right now, it's asking you to change who you are through your own personal journey inside. It's to go within, to try and get you past this, because nothing outside of you is actually going to get you past this. It's not going to get you towards what you want to work towards. And if you're feeling trapped, and you're finding it so hard, and something, because everything is larger than yourself, you need to remember that there is something larger than yourself, and that is your spirit. That is your connection that you have to your higher self and to your guides. And in order for you to get through anything in life, you need to slow down and remember that we are not stuck in this small little circle world that we think we live in. There is something much bigger than we are. And meditation, Tai Chi, yoga, some sort of cleansing ritual can help you through this. And it's like a therapy for yourself. When you go through this cleansing ritual, you use this card here, this energy of this card, to look at things differently. That is how you hand yourself over to something larger than yourself, something much bigger. And it frees yourself from being so trapped, because then when you're on that journey of looking at the bigger picture, and then not getting sucked into what life is pulling you into, what is maybe from the past is upsetting you, the cycles are maybe upsetting you, you might have forgotten the little details along the way. And this is where these kind of times out make you stronger. Yeah. And you have the ability to let go of things. Whatever's meant to come through will come through when you actually give yourself this space. And that is what is coming through right now. Free yourself from being trapped. And you can, as I said, you can do this through meditation. You can do it through any kind of ritual that is in a space of larger than yourself. So in other words, you're not pulling into the daily grind of work. And this way, in this connection way, it brings you the tools and the methods to cope differently in the present. It's a natural way. This is a natural way, and it's a normal way of any human being to come out of the dark. You can use this as a little roadmap to get you out. And if you believe that money is security, and that's not the only thing in life, as far as I'm concerned, there's something larger than who you are. And money is great. I mean, we all need money to survive. But it also brings you into a little circle of trusting no one and holding on to things because you worry about your safety. You worry about that all the time. But if you let your spirit and your soul shine a little bit, there'll be a little bit better communication between yourself and your higher self. And when I say that with your higher self, when you meditate, or when you pray, or when you connect with a different part of you that is larger than just the mundane, physical, the ongoing, you realize that there's something out there that it's bigger, and there's a journey that you can go through. So you allow yourself that abundance open more doors for you, because if you're stuck in this space here, those doors won't open in the space that you are. So surrender and ask what's next in a positive way, because principles of life are those circumstances of going inside yourself, and everybody needs that. Everybody needs that little time to clear out what's from the past, clear out what's happening, and align with yourself again and your own energy. And then you can celebrate that. That is very, very important. Very important. And your last card in the position of one thing that you can do today to begin moving direction to what you want to go. This card, the Five of Wands, is usually about the chaos and conflicts around the world. It's about like a project. Like, let's say you're doing a project, and you know, everybody's got their own opinion, and they're all jumping in and they're all giving their opinion. And if you can hear my dog drinking in the background, she's just come back from a long walk. She's having a drink. So I'm loving how that's coming in here with the chaos and conflict of the world, the interruptions of the world. But you know, there's so many clashes out there, and I don't know what your circumstances are that you're feeling like you're needing direction, but there are a lot of ongoing egos out there, and all wanting to get the job done, all wanting to be the one that's listened or heard. So how you move past this and how you get through this is that this card encourages you to be the listener and to sit and relax and just evaluate your position in your life. Yeah, there's no big solution here. There's no big absolute solution for you. And then at the bottom of the deck, you got, I'm going to use this here. That is your next card. Remember I said you want to take more Queen of Wands, but your bottom of the deck, you've got the Chariot card, and that's the seventh card of the Major Arcana. And the Chariot is very much a focus card. So there's a story happening here for you, Pile 1. There's a big story happening for you here. And, you know, I could just feel that, oh, he wants to move. He wants to go on the move. And the Chariot card is exactly about that. This is saying it's your next move is in your hands. But take this time now, Pile 1. This is the time for you to create positivity for yourself, to look for the solution, to trust yourself again. And as I said before, it's a natural progress for yourself to be in this space. And as I said to you before, Pile 1, your presence is important. And you know, this is a process, and we all have to get through and face challenges. And, you know, we detox. If we go into this section of for yourself and detox into this, you will find that, you know, there's little details that you look back, you've forgotten about yourself. You'll remember how strong you actually are, and energetically how you can get through this. And that is exactly how you get through this, and you come through it fresh. And here the Queen of Wands is saying, this Queen of Wands, her energy of this card is that you will be exactly in this position of being able to pound a way forward for yourself. And when you find that new way, I mean, everybody needs a purpose. Everybody needs some kind of a way forward for themselves. And you need to use these rituals in your daily life. You can't be living a life of just ticking over the whole time, and not actually having a ritual, if I want to say that. You've got practices every day that we have to live by, and having those, putting some kind of a spiritual pattern into your life will help you transform. And I said, you could have a fresh view of everything, and your baggage won't feel so heavy. Yeah, that's what I feel that's saying for you here. So, I think that's your reading, Pile 1. Also, you can give yourself a mantra and say, you know, this is my life. I feel that I have the right to be in this life and live in this moment right now. So you can focus on what's ahead for you. You can focus on the next move for yourself, and you can be comfortable in it. And you can look how she's so comfortable with who she is. Look at her self-worth. Amazing. And you know, if you're aligning with this, you're aligning with the universe, and that's what, you know, that's more than enough that's asked for any soul. And you know, there's something new coming for you here. And the past, when you can say to yourself, the past is behind me, and I'm aligning with myself, and I'm flowing with the universe. It's only an onwards and upwards sort of mantra that you can give yourself every day. And that's enough for you, that you can say to yourself, that's enough for me right now. And this kind of approach is worth a try. It really is worth a try for you to get into the space where you are trying something new every day. If it's just that meditation that you can do, or it's just something that remembers who you are, because you are so powerful, Pile One. You are so powerful, and we all are. I'm going to end it off with an angel whisper message here for you, just to give you a bit of encouragement to go forward. How can we encourage Pile One to move away from this outside influences that are putting so much pressure on them? Oh, look at that. Okay, Pile One, you need to put the music back into your life. Now, you don't need to think of meditation as sitting there umming or humming something to a meditative state. You can play music and be in a meditative state. I played music all morning at home this morning, and let me tell you something, it lifts you. I was playing 80s music, and it lifts you beyond you could even imagine. So put some music on and just see what comes up for you. Look at life a little bit differently. And when you're in this state of no direction, you don't even think of putting music on and having a little dance or just blocking out the world. Let's see what else these angel whispers have got for you. What else can Pile One, oh, quite a few got out there. What else can Pile One? Your dream is a message from your loved ones. So if you are dreaming, and it is obviously, if you're in a space of no direction and you're feeling a little bit dark right now, you might be dreaming quite heavily. Record those dreams in the morning and see what messages are coming through for you. And when you are in meditation, you will get messages coming through as well. So allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to actually blank out your mind so you can receive some messages and find yourself a way forward with guidance from the outside. I mean, that is a nice confirmation to say that connecting with your higher self, connecting with your loved ones on the other side, that is, it's gold for you. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Pile One. What else can Pile One encourage? Can I have encouragement for Pile One's way forward, please? Don't be afraid to follow your dreams. There you go. That goes so nicely with this Queen of Wands. So what are your dreams, Pile One? Put them back into your direction. Make sure that you are looking at the bigger picture and remembering who you are. You have this message from Spirit is saying is you have got the tools. They're waiting for you just to get past this state that you're in. Pile One, sending you lots of love, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, Pile Two, you have chosen the map card. It says compass plant and it says which course takes me home. You've got a little charm that says life is great. You've got the affinity charm, and then I'm not quite sure what this is, but I'm using it as a ring light, focusing on yourself. You know those ring lights that you use on social media? I think that's a ring light. So let's see how you focus on the course that takes you home. I'm actually just going to look in the guidebook of this deck because it's not quite clear to me what they want to give you the message of. And it says the compass plant has golden yellow flowers that are always reaching for the sun, towering for the sun, and most of its complements are in the prairie. The fingers of its leaves are eventually probe themselves upright towards the south into the sun's exposure. The flat surface of the leaves lie east and west, offering travelers a use of a reference point. Oh wow. So they're saying that this plant in the prairie, if you come across it and you're traveling, it'll give you direction of the point that you're at, the compass point. So you won't actually know which way to go. So you will actually know which way to go. And it says each of the maps has its own destiny. Sometimes we need markers on the journey and we feel lost or unsure which way to go. The signpost helps us remember that we are here today, right now, in this compass point. And whether you are still learning or you're on the edges of changing your luck, this is where you need to be. Wow. I like that, because that is telling you that no matter where you're going or where you've come from, you are exactly where you need to be. There is no need for you to worry about your core beliefs. All you have to worry about is what gives you comfort and joy in this moment. And if your present path feels like it's not aligning with your truths, then how do you set that to navigate the way you want it to? Are you feeling pulled towards home? Are you feeling pulled towards a different direction? That's interesting. Let's see what comes out in your cards. So I'm using the Break Me Up Tarot, and I'm going to use an actual spread, a looking for direction spread. And the first card is, obviously you're feeling low right now. If you've come to this reading, this is a looking for direction spread. And if you're feeling low, what can help you cope with the fear of the direction that you're going in? So, Angel Spirits cards, pile 2. What can help them cope with the fear they are feeling right now? Pile 2. I'm asking my guides and your guides to give you exactly what you need to hear right now, in this moment. Nothing is feeling right yet. What can help you cope better? Pile 2. What can help you cope better? Sometimes they show themselves like this. All right, what can help you cope better? Strength. I'm actually going to take 2. Okay. Then your second card is, what is standing in the way of you moving forward? What is standing in the way of you moving forward, pile 2? And card 3 is, this card represents what you really want to work towards. So what does pile 2 really want to work towards, please? What does pile 2 really want to work towards? Wow, okay. What does pile 2 really want to work towards? I'm actually going to take both those. They flipped over. And then the last card. One thing that you can do today, pile 2, to begin moving in the direction that you want to go into. What is one thing that pile 2 can do today to move in the direction they want to go to? What is one thing that pile 2 can do today to move into the direction that they want to go to? Okay, all right, I'll look at the bottom of the deck just now. So pile 2, the way that you're feeling right now, okay, and what can help you get past this fear is to snap out of it. Oh, I didn't put my lights on. Let me put my lights on. There they are. I was wondering why there was such darkness here. So the Strength card and the 8 of Wands are telling you that, you know, you are strong. You wouldn't have got where you are today if you weren't strong. At the end of the day, you have created everything. It's actually very similar to pile 1's first message as well. You have to remember who you are. And this 8 of Wands here is saying to you, you know, you're getting messages every day. You're getting signs and signals. If you're not in a strong place, you won't pick them up. They won't come to you, but they are coming to you because the 8 of Wands, because there's no people in the card, it is a foregone conclusion that something is coming for you, but you're missing out on it. So gather yourself up. The Strength card is very different to the normal one. It's got an older lady and she's tickling her grandson. The grandson's got his toy over here, and there's a picture of her as a young girl. Look what she did there before. She climbed a mountain and she got to the top. So you need to remember what you've done in your life. And when you do that, you open doors. You actually create a void for stuff to come in for you, for new paths to come in. And that is where the map will show you your north, south, east, west, how that message came through in the beginning. And you've got the infinity sign here. And the infinity sign is always the sign of life is going to carry on. You've got the strength for it to carry on. It's not like there's going to be this big epiphany for you happening. You know, life is a gift. And it's how you translate how it happens for you, how you grab that strength of it, how you actually grab your life back, and how you take hold of what scares you. Because this is in the position of, you know, like, how do you cope with the fear? You've got to face it head on, pile 2, head on. This is what this is saying to you. Face it head on. There's no time out for you. There's no sitting and doing meditation like pile 1 did. There's no giving you a time out here. You've just got to go straight forward and go for it. You've got to remember that you are the focal point of your life, and how you balance that and how you face those demons every day is how you move forward very swiftly. And your second card is, what is standing in the way of me moving forward? So you've got the Queen of Pentacles and you've got the Ten of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are about your tangible life. It's about your car, your job, how you process your money, how you live in this world, in this earthly world. And with the question of what is standing in your way, it feels like you are not seeing to yourself. You're seeing to the family. You're seeing to everybody else's needs except yourself. And then you've lost sight of the map of where you're going. That's what this feels like. And for you to gain your way forward, for you to create a gap for yourself to go forward, yes, you are coping very well with the family on the surface. You're running through the process of life. You're doing the work every day. But what is actually for you? What's for you, pal, too? How do you gain your riches again for yourself? You can see in both these cards here, you've got happenings of life. You've got her worrying about the dinner. She's got all her money piled. Yeah, she'll probably find that she's a businesswoman herself and she's balancing both. That same affinity sign. She's balancing both. And she's making the family happy. Everybody else is happy around her. The dog, the husband, the family, the children. But where's time for you? So that could be what's standing in the way for you. That is standing in the way for you. And then your third cards are, which card represents what I really want to work towards in life? Now, 3 cards came out for you here. And Temperance is the balance card. Temperance is you wanting this balance. Of course you do. But you're so afraid of what's ahead of you. And you're also disappointed in what's behind you. Oh, no, sorry. That's that card. This is 5 of Pentacles. You're also in the state of, if I don't continue to do this, who else is going to do it? This is what the 5 of Pentacles is. Let's tackle that one first. The 5 of Pentacles is very much a card of, sure, you know what? I always have to do everything. I'm feeling a little bit of a victim. I don't feel like there's a gap for me. There's no way for me to get forward. And this card is saying, ask for help. Ask for help in order for you to get to where you want to be getting to. You can't be getting anywhere without asking for help. It can't all be your problem. And you've got the Moon card here and you've got the Temperance. Now, yes, you could be this amazing businesswoman and kind and considerate and being the good wife or being the good mother or being the good businesswoman or just seeing to everything in life. But where is that temperance and that balance for yourself, for you to actually take that back? Because you are working towards what? What are you working towards here? There's nothing for you. And this Moon card, so it's the 18th card in the Major Arcana, and the Moon card is saying that you know this. You know this. So how are you going to get there? How are you going to get to the spot? You cannot be afraid. You have to bring in what you know is who you are, how powerful you are, and stop holding yourself back. Stop holding yourself back to who you really are. Because the Moon card is always in the dark. It's that dark feeling. You probably, in your alone times, you're thinking, I don't see a solution to anything. And then your last card is, one thing I can do today to begin to move forward in that direction. Now, what is this person doing? They are sitting here looking at their troubles. They really, really are mulling over and over and over. So it feels like all you do is mull over your problems instead of finding a solution for yourself. And I'm going to look at the bottom of the deck here, because the bottom of the deck is going to give me more information. And you've got the 6 of Cups. So the way that you've been, the way that you've always had your routines going, and the way that you've always done things in life is how you do things in life. So you've got to try something different. The 6 of Cups is that the way of growing and being, and yes, it's a very, very, very reminiscent kind of card. And that reminiscent card here puts you in a space of thinking about how things used to be. You're so disappointed how your life has turned out. You're not sure how to get there. And in the position of how do you get there, you've got a disappointing card. You're disappointed because of how you're stuck in the past. And you might be finding yourself that you're considering your role in this world, And it's like an emotional place reflecting on your younger years. It might be like you're always somebody else's child. You were someone's child, or you're someone's parent. And yes, you might be hitting with a dose of nostalgia here. But try to accept at the moment, or experience it for what it is, without attaching emotions to it. So this is not going to get you anywhere. You can't get that moment back. You're holding on too tightly to something that is not actually a currency in your life anymore. So you can't measure your life on how things used to be. And, you know, in this card here, you see the lady holding a picture of herself. And like, are you looking at old pictures of yourself and thinking, look, gosh, look how beautiful I was, or look how old I'm getting now? And, you know, how's that going to help you right now? You know, what it offers you is just that pullback. It's not giving you a gap for you to see what's forward coming for you. It's putting you in a place of darkness, and also feeling so left out, because your life is not going to go back. It can only go forward. So, you know, when you wake up in the morning and you feel like a little bit more joyous because the day has come and you can start it, and you feel joyous, and then as the day goes, it becomes more and more dredgy. Like you feel like that joy is going, and you feel, oh, the day is ending now. How am I going to pull myself through everything? Just understand that is life. That is how the process goes. And, you know, if you're sitting on childhood memories and you're sitting on the nostalgia, that's going to bring fear. It's going to bring fear, and it's going to take you to a space inside of you that it's just not going to allow you to move forward. You know, it's a very deep card. It's a snapshot of who you are in those days, and that is not going to help you right now. I'm going to actually draw some more cards for you. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's the next card out the top of the deck, and you've got the Magician next. And what it's saying to you is, now don't be afraid of this Death card, okay? Because death in tarot always means a change. It means letting go of that person. Let's get this Six of Cups back out here again. Letting go of this person, because you're not that person anymore. You are absolutely so much more than that. You are so much more than that. Let's put this over here for now. And that is what the Six of Cups is all about. It's about that joy of the sun, that sunny person you were, and then remembering that cycles go and cycles end. You can't be in this space forever. And I understand that. I understand it fully, because as your hormones change, as you get older, these memories become so important to you. And it's quite like a reflection for yourself, and it's quite debilitating, because you hold tightly onto that. You hold tightly onto these emotions and where you were, and you know, like, that is not going to help you going forward. It becomes a shadow for you, and you don't want that at all. That's not what you want. It's not what you want at all, because this child here had vitality and passion, but this adult here is in a different place in life. You are so much more rich in who you are by the person that you've come, or this young girl, if that's what you're thinking of. And if you've got disappointment in the way you've moved through your life, where you've made decisions about partners, or where you're living, or whatever is disappointing you here in this Five of Cups, it's an emotional disappointment. Just remember that you wouldn't have known anything that you know now if you didn't go through that. And there's never a mistake in life, ever. You know, that this time passage is spoken up by memories, and then you have a narrative, and then you work through everything together with yourself. And don't dread anything that's coming for you either. Don't dread anything that's coming. Because if you are left in this space, it becomes very lonely to be represented in this, who you were, the things from before, and you can turn to a very dark space in yourself, and you don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be in this dark space. You know, balancing out your life, and it's very easy for me to sit here and go, just balance out your life, but think about it. Look at the facts of it. You don't have a choice of going back. You have a choice of taking what you know right now and moving forward with it, and making your life damn good, because look here. Your ending card is the Magician card. And I did a video on Tuesday this last week about the magician, about how you are given these tools in life, and what you do with them is everything for yourself, because your connection to spirit, your connection, and those believing in something that's larger than you and moving that into your life and using the tools around you, your emotions, your fundamentals, your thoughts, as well as everything that is part of you. That is how you move yourself forward. This is not a coincidence. Look at this. There's your affinity. So Spirit is saying to you now, your map that you need to go forward, which course takes you home, and that's home into yourself. That goes back to this magician card. What course can you take today that can take you back into yourself? They can take you out of that shadow and put you back into the sun. And you get those beautiful golden rays from the sun. Let those go into you and make sure that you are metamorphosizing yourself into this death card, which is leaving the old person behind, because the new person, you have no choice to move into the next section. And do it with passion and vitality, because that is representing you are now, and you have so much to bring through. All the experiences, all the mistakes, everything. They're all one big bundle together to take you home. Sure, pile 2. Come on now. I know you can do this. I'm just going to pull you a card now from my Angel Whispers card. Sorry, deck. And this is such a lovely angel deck to end off with, because everybody needs that. I'm going to leave that there because I think that one's for you. But yeah, let's just see what pile 2 needs. What does pile 2 need to hear going forward, please? How do they put their memories into good use and their emotions into good use, and to move their heart forward into this next space in their lives? There's no darkness ahead. How do we bring the light back to them? How do we bring the sun back to them and fade out everything that's happened in the past? Because it doesn't have any space now. So we're going to use that one, we're going to use that one, and I'm looking at this one. Okay, so first one you've got, while you have a pulse, make every beat of your heart count. Come on. Come on, pile 2. You've woken up this morning with a pulse. You have life. Give yourself life. Your loved ones want you to live the life you are destined for. These people that you are looking after, they want you to be happy. Pull that back in for yourself. What do you think your destiny is? Remember, your angels are always there to guide you. And that's what I said to you early on. We can't live a life only revolved around what we're doing every day, what we're pulling in, our jobs, our survival. We have to believe in something bigger than ourselves. We have to pull in that. And if you make that a ritual every day and give yourself that time, just a little a ritual, like a little 5 minutes, just to check in with something higher than yourself, something larger than yourself, and do it one day, one little bit every day. And eventually you'll hear messages from the angels. You'll be open to messages coming in here, and your life will be so much easier for yourself. Just give yourself that time. Actually, don't give yourself the time. Give yourself that push to do something different every day. And as you do that, your spirit will open. You have more faith in your path, and you'll find what you need to do for yourself, and won't be so disappointed in what's happened in the past. It can't harm you anymore. It's gone. So, no more war with yourself, pile 2. Life is a gift. I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to chat to you soon.